Ahoy Squid Squad, I'm Jen Person, Developer Relations Engineer at Squid Cloud. Today, we're looking at performing joins on your data in Squid Cloud. Now today's topic goes a bit in depth, so if you're looking for more of a primer on querying data, then check out our video on the topic. Squid provides a powerful feature that allows you to join multiple queries and listen for result changes. If you have experience using a SQL database, then you're already familiar with the concept of joins. If not, don't worry, I'll get you up to speed right now. A join clause is used to combine data rows from two or more tables based on a related column between them. Take these two sets of data. First, we have a table of employee data. Each row is a different employee, and each column is an attribute of that employee. We have the employee ID, their job role, their number of weekly hours, the ID of the department they work in, the date they started, and their last name. Then we have a table of departments. Each department has an ID, a department name, the employee ID of the department manager, and a phone number. In a NoSQL database, this same set of information would look like this. Let's say we have a new vacation policy, and in order to process the policy, we need the department information for each employee. How can we query all the employees along with their department info when this info is in two separate tables? Notice that the department ID is listed in the employees table and in the departments table. In the employees table, we call it department ID. In the departments table, we call it ID, but it's the same identifier. So we combine data from the two tables using that common ID to decide what data should combine. That's the gist of a join. Now, what if this new vacation policy only applies to employees who work more than 32 hours a week? You can filter data using queries and combine them with a join. A join in Squid can connect data from different collection queries and even different databases, allowing you full customization of the data you want to receive. And like all things Squid Cloud, this is made possible by a single streamlined solution in the Squid Client SDK. No matter your database integration, whether it's SQL or NoSQL, you perform joins the same way, and here's how. Let's use the example of the employees collection and department collection, where we want to get all employees that work more than 32 hours along with their department information. First, let's get a reference to both of the collections. We can create a query like this one on the data collection. .gt is one of the query helper methods available in the Squid SDK. You can find a list of query helpers in the docs link below. You can also find out more about them in our video on basic data queries. To perform the join, use the join query method on the department collection. This method creates a join query builder that can be used to query the collection. Note that when using a join query, you have to provide an alias for the query and for every other query participating in the join. We will use the alias of E for the employees collection query and D for the department collection query. The join condition joins the department ID field in the employees collection with the ID field in the department collection. Because as you recall, the department ID in the employees collection aligns to the ID in the department collection. We call snapshots to return an observable. Each time a document from the query changes, the observable will emit a new value. So given the example data, our results would look like this. An array of results where each result has a document from the department collection and a document from the employees collection. These Squid documents are the same as the documents you get from any Squid database query. You can access the data getter using the .data getter. Here's what it would look like to iterate through all the results of my join query and then log the data from the department collection results and employee collection results. Let's revisit our two collections for a moment. Notice we have a couple of departments that don't have employees that fit the query criteria of working more than 32 hours. By default, Squid performs left joins. In SQL, a left join returns all results from the left table with results from the right table query. Reading from left to right, our department collection is the left part of the join. This means that every department will be in the join result, including empty departments like our accounting department, where none of the employees are full-time. If you don't want to return empty results, you can add the isInner attribute to an object as the join method's fourth parameter. The function then looks like this. Now the accounting and social media departments will not be returned at all. With Squid, you can even perform joins between three collections. Let's say we have a third collection with company information. Each company has an ID, a company name, and a contact email. I also updated our departments collection with a company ID field that corresponds to an entry in our company collection. To write a join between these three collections, we add another join to the query. Like before, I'm creating variables for the department collection and employees collection, and then queries for the employee collection and company collection. This example joins employees with department and department with company. The resulting object will be of this type, an array of 3 document references. Since Squid performs left joins by default, this method is written will join by department. So our query joined employee to department and department to company. To select the left side of a join, pass the left alias in the optioned object as the 4th parameter of the join method. For example, to join employees with department and then employees with company, choose the left side of the join for the company collection. So maybe let's say some of the employees work for more than one company or more than one department. For example, the employee Jones works part-time at 2 different companies and 2 different roles, a cashier at Spicy Water Beverage Company and an accountant at Squid Cloud. To group your join results so that repeat entries are combined, call the grouped method on the join query. For example, to join employees with department and then join department with company, use grouped to receive only 1 entry per employee. Without the grouped method, this query returns results of this type of array. Notice that both department D and company C can have a value of undefined. With the grouped method, the query returns results of this type of array. Now every result will have values for both D and C. Any entry that doesn't have one of those values will not be returned. So when Jones's data is returned from a join query, there is an entry for the returned employee document and then an entry of results that each have a document for the department and a document for the company at which Jones works. You can use the grouped method with the reference to get the result data without the document reference. This query will return results of this type. Notice that the document references are no longer in the array, just the actual data of the document. I threw a lot of information at you, so let's take a moment to review. To perform a join, first create a join query builder by calling join query on a collection. Call join on your join query builder, passing the second collection query, a collection alias, and the fields on which to join. To join 3 collections, call join again, passing the information of the 3rd collection query. If you don't want to return empty results, you can add the isInner attribute to an object as the join method's 4th parameter. To combine repeated results, use the grouped method. To return results as data instead of document data references, use dereference. Combine all of these capabilities as needed to perform unique and powerful queries across collections and data integrations. I think querying is one of the coolest features of the Squid Client SDK. There are so many possibilities and interesting use cases, so tell me about yours. By the way, joins in Squid are even more powerful than what I've shown here. You can join tables or collections from different databases and can join any 2 or more queries. Leave a comment here on YouTube or reach out on our Discord server to tell me how your app can use Squid. As much as I love queries, there's actually so much more to Squid than just database integrations. We've got new features and integrations being added all the time, so check out the latest by subscribing to our YouTube channel and checking out our docs linked in the description. And with that, it's time for me to set sail. Thanks for watching.